Welcome to Carrington Estate, a beautiful golf course in the northern region sitting right next to the Pacific Ocean. It's a golf course, it's a resort, it's a luxury away from home. That was beautiful. Yeah, not bad. Yes, Tony! Tony, eat that, Tony! My name's Alex Russell. This is Chasing Every Green. Let's go and see what this course has to offer. Carrington Estate Resort Golf Course. Look at this. How beautiful is this? Wow. So we're on the first hole, 500 meters directly into the fan. That wind's starting to pick up, so it's going to get quite long. Wow, my hands were shaking then. But that was a beautiful shot. So I'm like wandering around everywhere trying to find this ball. I let a group through and he's like, the ball's back there. And I'm up the top, probably another 30 meters searching because I thought it had gone way further than it actually had. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. This nice turned over drawer. "68 meters into the wind. We've got our wedge game. We've been working on it. It's clean in place today, which is nice. As you can see, a little bit of sort of scroumy stuff around. Pretty good. Yep, that'll give us a nice putt. Let's see if we can jam that birdie in on the first hole. We've got to be respectful to this course and try to take every pin out unless it's downhill. So left to right breaker, about a putter outside. Putter, sorry. A little bit slower than what I had expected. I actually hadn't had a practice putt yet. Oh gosh, this hole is an absolute menace. 200 meters, par 3, second hole, directly into the wind. And the pin is like tucked away in the left-hand side with like no green to work with. So I'm just gonna try to play a 3-iron down there. It's about the maximum I can get and hopefully just get a bit of rollout. Oh, I got over top of it and I'm going directly for the pin accidentally. Yeah, we'll be in that bunker down there. So Carrington was built back in 2000, opened in 2000, and was sort of built for or around the landscape rather than specifically golf. You know, it's a resort, Carrington Resort. The idea is to build, well, the idea was to build a beautiful golf course and resort up as far as they can, up in the north side, where the weather's really nice, the climate's very consistent. People can come out, fly over from overseas, come and play some beautiful New Zealand links courses and stay on the actual property itself. Yeah, not bad. We've given ourselves a chance here. Threw it really well. I'm happy with that. Probably one of the most difficult par 3s I've ever played. Can't say I've ever played a 215 meter par 3 because it's going into the wind. Got to turn. Oh, you got to hit it too, Alex. Oh, what a good read. That would have turned straight in on that last piece. Whew. I've never really had any conflict with those out of bounds rules where you have to hit a third off the tee, but on a 412 meter par 4, that out of bounds rule really hurts. So on to the next one, hole 4. What a beautiful hole, look at this. Looking straight back to the clubhouse up there. Big hills, absolutely stunning. So this hole 4, 520 meter par 5 or something, I believe. But we don't need to worry about that because we're going to smoke this right down the middle. Get away from that tree. Yep. No, that's fine. I just met Tony and he has given me advice not to go left of this little rock here. I think that'll work. We'll go down and have a look. I just followed your advice, so if it's in the bush, I'm going to blame it on you. So Tony has gone and done us dirty. He's told me to hit the shot and I've hit it perfectly and the ball's gone. Tony, you've done us dirty, mate. It's part of listening to the locals, I guess. Let's just hit another ball. Put it about here. Yeah, that's all right. We've got about 30 meters in from here. No green to work with because the pin is this side of the green. So yeah, it's going to be quite a hard shot. I'm thinking about doing like a kind of like a wide open bunker shot. Yeah, that was nice. That was probably the best shot I could have hit. That was wicked. I like that. It wasn't much better than that. Otherwise, I would have been risking throwing it in the bunker. 2-putt for a bogey, potentially sink a par if possible. So let's give this a go. See if we can save it. Yes, Tony! Tony, eat that, Tony! Yeah, yeah. Oh. All right, check this hole out. Par 4, 301 meters, hole 5, and you're just hitting it into the abyss. From the tees here, there's no fairway, it's literally just bush in front of me. I've never seen a hole like this before. This is unbelievable. How do you even play from here? I have no idea. My golly gosh. There is absolutely no way that I would hit that shot again. There's like no landing area here other than the green and a couple of bunkers, and then you've got swamp hazard everywhere. Like, you have to be so precise. I'm just super lucky that that fade worked out really well. I would just be hitting an iron on this 50 and just taking my medicine. But it's good fun. Like, it would be good fun. If you're playing here all the time, you don't care about your score, then absolutely, what a cool hole. Yeah, that's lovely. That's going to trickle right down to the flag. What a shot. It's given us a chance. All right, so first impressions on the greens is that they've been designed amazingly. The undulations, the way that the actual greens catch the ball and sort of funnel it into a different area depending on where the flag is awesome. The condition of them, they're okay. They're not amazing. There's lots of brown patches and dead patches everywhere. When I went in and paid for my round, they charged me $45. And I was like, did you miss a zero? Like, what's happening there? But no, I paid $45 for my round, which is pretty amazing and pretty cheap for a beautiful course like this. Whew. It's warm today, it is beautiful. I'm glad there's that little bit of wind, otherwise I'd be cooking. Number 6, 350 meters. I'm not really sure what's happening up there, but there is a whole bunch of hazard and about 190 meters to actually cover all that hazard, and then it just looks like it dog legs way around to the left hand side. Quite a hard hole it looks like, because if you hit this shot slightly wrong or you pull it, you're going to be in that hazard and having to drop somewhere. So we really want to focus on hitting it up onto that hill and letting it come down. That was beautiful. That's exactly where we want. It's going to hit that bank, roll down onto the fairway. Yeah, lovely. So the other awesome part about this course is that it's really close to Cape Reinga, or Te Rerenga Wairua in Māori. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And the reason it is because Cape Reinga is a very cultural, there's a big cultural significance for the traditional Māori, and that's because that's the final journey for the spirits of the dead. They travel through New Zealand up to Cape Reinga. Once they get there, they go through the path or the walkway of Te Ara Wairua, I believe, through like the Puharakawa routes, and then they jump off at the end, and that's sort of the movement into afterlife. So it's very, very beautiful. It's a cool cultural place to visit. Everybody that comes to New Zealand has got to go up to Cape Reinga and see it. It's where the waters meet as well. Tasman in the Pacific, where they crash up against itself. So this is the course that you can come to, stay at, play some beautiful golf, and go see some history of New Zealand. What a cheeky little par 4 from those back tees. You can see that there's this big hill coming down, so all you're wanting to do is play it up onto this hill, let it roll down, and we're sort of played it into the fattest part of the fairway. But now we're looking up towards the green, and it's so skinny, there's no room up there at all. So you kind of got this balance of like, do you want to try and get it closer so that you don't have the risk of pulling it into the rubbish on the left, or do you want to play it how we've played it just now, nice and safe, but then have a bit more of a longer approach shot in there. Wow, I actually smoked that over the green. This wind was like a 2-club wind, which I didn't feel. So yeah, we kind of, I don't know, we just hit it really well. We really did. It probably pitched about pin high and just ran on back here because I had a nice draw on it. This green looks a little bit faster than the rest as well. Just got to be a bit careful. Long putt for par. We should have had it closer. We just got a bit of a bad bounce on that fringe there. So we'll try and recover with a nice putt. No way! Just the greens are just a little bit longer than what I'd be expecting. So a little bit slower than expected. Whew. Now this is a dope. This is a dope hole. Right over top of water, which is insane. Feels like the wind's coming directly into us. We don't want to be swimming. Yeah, left side of the green, nice and safe. So 30 meters in from here, we sort of We can either use the downslope on this green here, let it roll down to the pin, or we can try to throw it to the actual flag. Now, I'm not going to try and flow it to the flag because I don't have that sort of confidence in me. I'm going to try and use that slope. Yeah, perfect. So just landed on the slope, kicked it forward. The alternative is throwing it right over to the flag and missing that down slope, but you run the risk of thinning it, of everything, and I just didn't want to run that risk. Take the flag out. Green, like this green is unfortunately not very good. I'd say at least a quarter of it is dead and has disease on it. So I'm just going to try to aim at the hole and see if we can just hit it in. Nope. Guys, I am so sorry to break the cinematic journey that we were just on there, but this is the 8th hole. I don't know if I've gone the wrong way and this is like a practice area or what, but wow, what's happened here? Lost for words. Last hole, 9th hole, 380 meters, par 4, dog leg to the left-hand side. Not really sure what's down there, but look at that landscape. You've just got ocean and hills and dunes surrounding. Absolutely beautiful course. It's hot today. I'm glad I got this hat on, otherwise I would be cooking. Unfortunately, we just learnt the hard way that you don't hit driver on the 9th hole. If you hit it well, it's going to go straight through the bush. Or straight into the bush, I should say. All right, now let's finish this off strong. Alrighty, last couple of putts. Let's finish this off. Yes. Oh, it's so warm. And that was Carrington Estate. What a beautiful course. Absolutely stunning. A few hiccups there and there, but The landscape of this place is absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for following the series, and let's see how we go on the next couple. Stay tuned. I've used absolutely a lot, sorry.